Hello guys, my name is Kidlot and welcome back to my channel where we're continuing our journey into Modern Warfare 3 with this special video right here. This is my second MOAB strategy guide in order to get a really easy MOAB in Modern Warfare 3 if you haven't gotten one yourself already. And if you haven't watched the video, my previous video, I definitely recommend you watch that. It's a video on a really good strategy that's already been proven by a lot of people that really works. If 5 people are using the strategy, man, the opponents have no chance at all at winning. If you want to see that video, go ahead and click the link in the description of this video, and also you can click anywhere on the screen right now to go to linked to that video. And basically guys, I've been getting a lot of PMs about this topic. I've been getting a lot of PMs asking, hey Kidlot, you know, what's the easiest way, or what is the highest potential way to get a MOAB in Modern Warfare 3? Because if you're going to be playing Modern Warfare 3 for quite a while, a lot of people have, spending a lot of hours into the game, you might as well at least try to get at least one MOAB, at least, just one time get a MOAB in the game. It's kind of like, a christening step, if you will, in the game. Like, hey, I finally got my first MOAB. It's kind of a special thing, almost like a birthday or something like that. It's kind of a special thing. Maybe you can tell your friends about it. Maybe you can brag about it, whatever the case may be. You should try to at least get one MOAB if you're going to be playing Modern Warfare 3 for quite a long time. And this is a kind of a strategy video, kind of a little tactic video. I play the game with my head. I don't just arbitrarily go onto online and just get some like random gameplay of whatever I want to feel like playing or something like that. No, I kind of think a little bit more about my videos, and I thought a lot about this strategy because it's apparent that you guys really want a MOAB, and kind of an easy MOAB, and so I'm going to help you guys out on that. And basically, guys, it comes down to just a couple of things. It comes down to the game mode and also the class, basically. The game mode, I want to talk about that first. The game mode that I'm playing here is free-for-all, and it's arguably the easiest one to get a MOAB in, free-for-all, because basically, guys, it's every man for himself. You get 7 other people to kill instead of just 5 if you're playing like regular team deathmatch or something like that. And also, too, it's more likely that you'll be facing not so like skilled players, because most of the time in TDM or something like that, you're going to be facing like 5 guys who are in a party and are just like tearing people up like against level 1 kids or something like that. But basically in free-for-all, at least, it's not like everybody is like chasing after you. Everybody is like doing their own thing, running around the streets and stuff like that. And with free-for-all, if you know the map really well, like this map here, I know resistance really well. I know where to go. I know where people are going to be. And so if you can really, take advantage of the map like that, you'll really do well and potentially get your MOAB. Basically, guys, you may call this campy, you may call this a little campy or whatever, but basically I'm not really, camping. I'm just playing smart, playing defensive. I know the safe spots on this map, and I know where the opponents are going to be. Basically, guys, I only stay in like 3 areas on the map. I stay in that little courtyard that you saw in the beginning. I stay in the little dark room that you saw. It's very dark. It's very hard for the opponents to see you. And also, I stay in the back here. I don't know what it's called, like where all the crates are in the back. There's a lot of people always there to pick off. Easy little pickups there. And basically, I just like, rotate every time so people don't constantly just kind of rush me every time. I rotate the places that I go to each and every time. And so I kind of like, confuse the enemy a bit. Like you see here, I'm kind of rotating. After this, I'm probably going to go back into the dark room and then go into the little courtyard or something like that. But basically, guys, if you do that, if you stay in the places that you will be safe. Because, guys, I definitely don't recommend like you go on the streets. Like, how many times have you gone like past the gate in the courtyard and took like a left turn? How many times have you been killed in the back because somebody like happens to be walking there at that point? How many times have you like tried to go in the back of the map near the car, near like the back area, just to find some camper in the corner who doesn't really know how to play the game with like a claymore next to them? How many times have you been killed like by stupid stuff like that, right? Basically, guys, if you're going to be playing free-for-all, if you're trying to go for a MOAB, play the game but play it safe. That's basically what map knowledge is. That's basically why you're going to be playing free-for-all, because everybody's just running around. Not everybody is just trying to rush you all at once. You're basically, just trying to pick off people as they come by. And the second kind of important thing in order to get an easy MOAB is the class setup. You definitely want to take the class setup into consideration. And so basically there are 3 main perks that I definitely recommend when playing free-for-all, basically. And at any time, basically, anytime you're playing free-for-all. The first one is going to be Scavenger, because you want to keep continuing using your own gun. You don't want to have to constantly pick up other people's guns, right? You want to always use the gun that you chose. And basically, you want to use the gun that you chose because the attachment that you put on that gun are very important. For example, obviously, like I always stress, you're going to want to use a silencer to get yourself off the radar. You don't want to attract any attention. You don't want like a lot of people swarming you, basically. So use a silencer. And also too, the second perk that I'm going to be recommending is Assassin, obviously, because Assassin just protects you from so many things: heartbeat sensors, portable radars, UAV. Basically, again, you want to keep hidden. You don't want to really attract a lot of attention, so Assassin will keep yourself off the radar. And the last perk is Dead Silence. Dead Silence is almost mandatory when playing free-for-all because it's very quiet when playing free-for-all, and the only way you can hear, you can get intel on where the opponent is their footsteps. I'm a really big sound whore in this game. I actually play the game with headphones, and so I actually know every time where the enemy is just based on, you know, their footsteps. And so basically those are the 3 perks that are almost mandatory every time you play free-for-all. And also the strike package is kind of important. Right here I'm using the specialist strike package, and almost every MOAB video that I watched, people are using the specialist strike package. But basically, guys, you don't really need to do it. I'm just using it right here just because I haven't really been using the specialist strike package. But if you use my UAV strategy of getting, like, every time you get 3 kills you get a UAV, and only using the UAV, it'll do you really really good, basically, because you'll always know where the opponent is. And in order to make up for that, basically I'm using a heartbeat sensor. I really don't normally play with a heartbeat sensor, but hey, you know, if people are not going to be using Assassin, might as well take advantage of that, right? Might as well, you know, punish them for that. And so I normally don't play with a heartbeat sensor. You may call it newbie, you may call it campy, you may call it whatever you want, but I'm just using it for this video right here. Nothing personal, just trying to I guess, make up for that loss of UAV, basically. But basically, either strategy would work fine. But you must first assess the kind of player that you are. If you're the kind of player who's always, you know, above average, who's comfortable with the equipment that he brings to the battlefield and doesn't really need anything else other than the stuff that he has with him already, then go ahead and pick the UAV strategy, because, you know, that extra UAV, that constant reconnaissance will give that much more edge to you in the battlefield. However, if you're that kind of player who is, like, addicted to a certain perk, maybe you're, like, addicted to sleight of hand, you can never play without sleight of hand ever, and you just will not give up sleight of hand, then maybe the specialist strike package is the one for you. So you can get all those perks, you can get all those goodies every time you bring up your kill streak. So you gotta kind of assess the kind of player that you are, and then pick the strategy that is right for you. And then, you know, like I said, just play smart, know the map that you're playing, know where people are going to be, and slowly just pick them off one by one. Not get a lot of attention to yourselves, and you'll eventually build up that kill streak all the way till you get your MOAB. And basically, I think this is the last kill I get here. I get the MOAB and I camp, I think, in this little place because I don't want to risk any of my flawless gameplay right here, my flawless MOAB. But I'm just trying to show you that it does indeed work on my 24th kill streak. Going into that, you know, classic slow motion kind of thing, throwing my last stun grenade, and that's the end of the video, guys. If you like the strategy, if you want more great tactics for Modern Warfare 3, please continue watching my videos and subscribe to my channel. There's going to be a link also in the video if you want to subscribe. And basically, I'm gone, guys. See you next time.